right, guys, so welcome back here. It's December 17th. It's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if this stream is going to work, so I'm just going to kind of talk, and then we'll probably end the stream early, and then I'm going to do the swing trades, some focus on swing trading in a follow-up video later today, just to kind of make up for that a little bit. Again, I know there's going to be some big delays today with the streaming, so there's just not a lot I can do. XSPA is definitely the lead gapper that I'm watching right now. We do have some other tickers, SNCA, but a lot of the price action we're seeing across the board isn't nearly as interesting. So I don't know. For me, I think I'm going to be focusing on XSPA the most, and we'll kind of go from there. Maybe we'll see another gapper kind of popping up here. CNSP popping up, looking good. VVOS, this one had some interest opportunity, but then it kept on selling off. I've traded quite a lot today pre-market, and it hasn't really been working out for me. A lot of the tickers we're seeing just don't really have the follow through, or I'm trading sloppy, or there's a huge spread and then I get shaken out. It just hasn't really been my market so far. I'm down 330 pre-market. I was actually just only down like 150, and then I gave it back on XSPA. I bought near the high, so that was a little bit annoying. I feel like I'm getting a lot of lag, not just in the stream, but with TOS. So it's making trading a little bit more difficult on all fronts. So just a little heads up there. A lot of sellers right now on XSPA. We'll see how we want to go ahead and treat that. So far, no more trades right now. Another 26 minutes here till the market opens with XSPA, one of the most interesting tickers. We can review this one quickly here. USA Personal Services Company, they have been doing the coronavirus testing, and they are opening testing facility at the Denver airport. That was yesterday, I believe, and today it's kind of running up from that news as well. I'm actually surprised it didn't do a little bit more with that kind of catalyst yesterday. Kind of found a bottom. Today we also have a United Airlines partnership with Express Bomb. That could be really what's moving it a little bit more today. That actually came out pretty recently here, 15, yeah. Like at 8:52, that just came out. Could have maybe been a reason for this little run up here, but we were holding our highs pretty well beforehand. I'm just gonna have to take things really simple. I'm gonna have to look for the best gappers, try to avoid anything that's not really hot, and yeah, take profits quickly until I dig myself out of the hole a little bit here that we've dug ourselves this morning. Nathan calling out another ticker, SPCA. This thing is crazy. This is kind of the poster child of weirdness that we're seeing today, SPCA. It's kind of the perfect example of that. And the reason it's not really loading, SCPS, sorry, yeah. I was just kind of reading the chat room at that point. This ticker, it's hard to say or kind of hard to see, but these flushes are insane. They're like 20% every now and then. Here is another one. I got stuck in this one, gave back some profits. The spread, you can see here, it's gotten much tighter, but before, we were dealing with like, whole dollar a share spreads. That's what made CPS very difficult to day trade. I got shaken out right at the low of one of those and took my biggest loss pre-market on this one. A little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Definitely a risky ticker. You can see sometimes the volume totally just disappears. So you really want to be trading this one into the momentum, but it's a little bit tough to play, I would say, just because of those giant spikes sometimes. But it's cleaned up a little bit. The flushes are still very wicked. So if you stick to any sort of day trading rules, you'd have to cut your losses on this one. If you're buying a breakout, there's a high chance for that at a perfect low. So it's making SCPS a little bit more tricky to trade. I think Mara had a lot of good opportunities. I think I'm a little bit, I actually did okay on this one at first, and then I gave back some profits on my last trade on Mara. We were watching this one right out of the gates, and that's when it was looking the best. Right at 7 a.m., it had this pullback, and then it had this consolidation. We did two trades. The first one was a quick little pop here, and the second one was a breakout past VWAP we were talking about in the chat room. And unfortunately, like I said, in this last trade, I tried to do another pullback here, and then I gave back profits on this one. Mara, with the rest of Bitcoin, Mara's a Bitcoin mining company, and all those, just like RIOT, all of these have been flying, doing quite well. So all these tickers are just quite hot lately, just because they're following Bitcoin quite closely. I don't know, we might see a little bit more follow through on MARA. Right now it is having kind of a tough time. It's a bit of a slow mover, so I'm not sure how much I would, in terms of day trading, I'm not sure how much I would be watching this one as opposed to other tickers. So we'll kind of see how we want to go from there. Yeah, OCG, did I trade OCG? No, I was watching OCG though. I had a really nice quick move here, and then ever since then I didn't want to trade the backside, and then I felt like the rest was a little bit choppy, so I wasn't going ahead and trading this one at all. Yeah, kind of a weird morning here, not seeing those that one or two lead gappers that are really nice. So let's go ahead and kind of adjust our mindset a little bit for that. I think today I was trading a little bit like we would typically see one or two lead gappers, and then we were lacking that follow through near the highs. and then I would get stuck in these kind of pullbacks or like these huge spreads. So what I need to do today is just kind of adjust my mentality a little bit, understand that there's a lot of stuff moving. It's a Thursday, and I think people are going to be jumping around back and forth a little bit more. So I need to maybe be a little bit more cautious, buy breakouts either early in anticipation, watch out with anything past the second pullback. If I'm trading dips, only near really big support, and so on. Just be a little bit more cautious today because we might be lacking a little bit of follow through. Yeah, so right now my, at best my upload speed is only at 3, so it's really, really slacking here currently with the upload. There's not a lot I can do. You can see that, I should be getting 50, but there's some sort of issue. They said there's a kind of district-wide, or this whole region is currently under an issue. So there's not a lot I can do about that. My download speed is fine. It's really just the upload, and YouTube requires 4.5 as kind of like the bare minimum. Ideally, I should be pushing 10 megabytes a second on my stream. So 4.5 is already like, you're going to get lag at 4.5. So yeah, we're pretty much a third of where we should be for streaming. That's why we're having a lot of issues here today. If it gets really bad, I will be ending the stream early. Just remember, just go to the Discord, we can continue the chat there, and then I'll be coming out with a video depending if the stream gets really bad or not later, where we can review some swing trades together, because you guys came out with some pretty interesting ticks I want to follow up on in yesterday's video in the comments section. You guys left some really good comments there. All right, things are kind of quieting down right now. I'm going to quickly fill up my tea, run to the restroom, and then we'll get ready for the market open here. Oh, all right, just seeing what the chat room's up to. Yeah, the problem with lower resolution, like I said yesterday, guys, is the fact that on the playback, it's really difficult to see anything. That's why I'm usually not doing lower resolution. Oh, that one got uploaded? Nice. I gotta check that video out. That was a funny day. It was like, it was our last weekend in Florida, I think it was. So for now, I'm just going to try to be as calm and collected as possible and then really wait for the good moves to come. And if we don't get any more moves, then, I'm going to wrap up as we are. We're a little bit, down, but that's okay. So just want to, be cautious here, not really do anything too silly, especially when we're not seeing, the best moves and we're having, internet problems left and right. So no need to push our luck, I guess you can say. But any day, you could have a green day if you're just, cautious and you wait for the right opportunity. Some days, the green day is just not trading at all. But if you are trading, CNSP has some kind of interesting support right around here at 2.3. You can see that's the huge area that once we broke out of that, and that's where the kind of the big candle began. Nice, James. That's a good hold. SNCA popping up here a little bit. USA Biotech, they have a merger announcement today. They regained compliance with the bid price, so they're over back above $1, 17 million float. This one does have that spike ability, right? Got that upside to about 2 before major resistance. Always a little bit of selling pressure though. Quickly recovers, kind of nice there. SNCA, one of our lead gappers right now. Yeah, I was watching JWAD SCPS. Wasn't the biggest fan of that ticker. We reviewed it earlier, maybe like 10 minutes ago. But not the biggest fan of the spread on that one. Look at SNCA really holding this area well. Let's see what SCPS has been up to since we stopped watching it. Hey, the volume dies on this one really quick. It picks volume fast, but then it drops it quickly as well. It's a little bit trickier to trade. You got to get aggressive quickly on this one, and then you pretty much have to let go of it, and this might be the time to let go of it. A lot of stuff ripping today, guys. You want to be thinking about what's the most obvious pick. What's the ticker that everyone's going to be looking at? What's that really good pattern? Yeah, I hope something's gonna pop at Constantine. At the moment, I don't know, it's tricky. At the moment, I'm not really seeing anything I'm super stoked about. Thanks, Till. Appreciate that. HYMCZ, no, I was not looking at that ticker. I don't know. Nice fly though, pre-market. It's not usually something I'm that interested in. Highcroft Mining announces third quarter results. It's really not the ticker I usually would be looking at to trade. Let's go to some of the latest news here. Oops, delete. Just see if, whoops, what did I click on just now? College is probably overrated anyway. Yeah, this is really bad. The US toll, and it's getting pretty bad in Germany as well. Oh, Macron is positive for coronavirus. It's unfortunate. Yeah, to demonstrate that. Americans are drinking more during the pandemic. That's I don't know why, but that's kind of funny. Beethoven's been popping up a little bit more lately on NPR, I've noticed. Man, being an ER doctor and just or a nurse and just working in the hospital in general has to be so chaotic lately. So French president with the coronavirus, and we're seeing that pop up a few more times now. FDA expected to back Moderna vaccine. Whew, 65 million to settle regulatory claims that it didn't sufficiently disclose business deals with high-speed trading firms. That is a huge fine on Robinhood. Wow, 65 million. That's definitely worth diving into a little bit more. Peace stocks, that sounds really good. Peace stocks with the Taliban. Rally puts Chinese EV makers on par with GM Ford. So Luckin Coffee is popping up on our scanners today. A Chinese Starbucks competitor will pay the SEC $180 million to settle an accounting probe. That is insane. Wow, is that why it's popping up today? We got Euphoria and Tilray merging to form the world's largest cannabis company. This is actually something we should be following up with. I already went through this earlier. Yeah, new spike in this. Yeah, it's really horrible, man. 3.6, 3.7 thousand is just insane. Let's go ahead and just kind of put this here to remember to check that out in a little bit. So I still got XSPA on my top screen, and then LKNCY, Luckin Coffee down here. Just very quickly checking it out. I'm not really interested in this one. SNCA, probably our second lead gapper on the day at the moment. So SNCA and XSPA, both of these tickers I'm quite interested in at the moment. Ooh, it's getting really dark in here. The sun is, you could like feel it going down. That's TLRY. That's a big article. So for TLRY, we were day trading this one, and Afria. So they're merging. These two companies are merging. Both of them are struggling right now. I've been waiting to go long Afria around 7. Maybe we'll get something like that coming up. Yeah, Aaron, yeah, 100%. It's always really hard to trade merger news. Sometimes I'll just be kind of happy there is news, and then I'll just kind of focus on the price action when it's, you know, super subjective. Plus mergers, oh sorry, they tend not to work out. Most mergers fail. So even if it does sound good, it still might actually be bad. You know, a few months later. I think with the mergers, it's like most people just, you know, they kind of hope for the best, and that's why it's really hard to get, you know, good news out of a merger or, you know, proper valuation. Really interested to see what we're going to get at the market open. Brian, which company? XSPA finding some decent support around 1.8. I wonder if we're going to get some good continuation from that. Yeah, QS is a little bit high for me at the moment. It's unfortunate. I really wanted that ticker. Kind of ran away. So SNCA has some really good upside. I'm waiting for ideally move from pre-market highs at 1.3. 1.5 might be a little bit of resistance. We got a good support around 1.2. And then from there, I would be looking for at least a quick move, a fairly quick move to about $2. But I don't know. First, we got to break that really critical 1.38 and then 1.5. All right, guys, we've got another 20 seconds here till the market opens. Like the final countdown always reminds us. Don't forget to change your time of force today. And good luck, everyone. I got XSPA on the top screen and SNCA on the bottom. I'll be switching around probably depending on what looks the best. So far, I do want to kind of take the open pretty easy. So here we go. Good luck, guys. XSPA possible break of 1.8. 4% move. SNCA also a really solid move here, 6% so far. Entered SNCA. Let's see if we can get a little bit of fall through on this one. Yeah, it's selling off right away. It's a little bit unfortunate here. Cutting losses on this one. That took a really long time to cut losses on SNCA. That kind of made me a little bit nervous there. Whoop. It was okay, but you know, I'm down right now, pre-market, so I'm not going to take any risk. I'm just gonna, you know, if I'm not getting a breakout quick, SCPC halted. No, it was not SCPC, it was SCPS. Nice break there. Remember, this one has a huge spread, so it's a crazy mover. RAD up on quarterly results, right 8, kind of like a CVS. Ooh, quick mover here for sure. Maybe we can get a little bit of continuation on this one as well. 5%, not too bad. It's a bit of a bigger mover, not your typical company we'd be trading today. Nice move there on XSPA. Looking for that break of 2. Long at 188. Looking for a continuation here at 192. Didn't have it, so I closed this position. Possible second attempt. Wouldn't be surprised if it dipped lower than 188. Long at 187. Not really using the biggest size yet. The first bigger pullback. Actually, it's probably there on the second pullback. Let's see if 189 could get through. Looking to take profits at 193 or so. Closing out this position. Sold at 192. RAD with a really nice move there. RAD is kind of looking like our second nicest lead gapper. SNCA with a pretty decent pullback. Very low price. XSPA, it looks good, but it's a little bit shaky on that last breakout. I was a little bit nervous there. Nice move on RAD. We need a little bit, probably bigger size to make this one worthwhile. I don't know, 200-300 shares. Still watching XSPA, a little bit top heavy here at 194. I'm not sure if we're gonna get really good continuation. That was a huge 25% rally, then a pullback here like 7% or so. Now it's up 10%. 1, 2, this could be maybe at one point a third pullback. Watching XSPA. (9:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time). Quick entry possible on RAD. A little bit of a pop there. Kind of missed our entry. Now it's selling off a little bit more, so I'm a little bit less interested at the current moment. Ooh, it's dark in this room. Keep looking at the camera and I'm like, oh wow, a little darker than I expected. MP. Man, today is not exactly a day you really want to be pushing the limits. SCPS still holds it here. This ticker would freak me out if I was long this ticker. It's been a heck of a mover. Really nice stair stepper on the 5 minute, but the spread on this one is so nasty, which makes it a little bit more tricky to trade. SNCA, really good move here on SNCA. Wonder if we're gonna actually break past the highs here. Nice move there on SNCA. I'm not a big fan of trading this breakout. I think it's going to go at least a bit more though. I think we're going to see a break of 1-3. I'd probably be closing out right away on that. Here we go, 1-3, getting chipped. Oh yeah, here we go, 1-3, 1-3-2. This is where I'd be closing out, right, if I could. If I didn't get filled here, I'd be moving it down to 1-3-1 right now. Boom, not selling off again. Yeah, I just felt like, I don't know, that 4 cents a share, I'm not sure if that was worth it for me. Yeah, I mean, that would have been 3%. Yeah, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, huh? XSPA might be coming to a future double bottom around 178, so keep an eye out for that. I know the stream is mad delayed, so you guys are going to be watching this on playback, but it's an important thing I probably want to point out. And you can kind of see here a little bit of possible double bottom support. Nice move lower there on XSPA. I wonder if we're going to get just a little bit more of a dip into the 70s. Watching XSPA, I'm going to probably remove my limit orders on this one around 78. You can see it here. I just removed 3,000 shares at 178 because this one, I do like this big support here, but I was kind of hoping we would reach that in one quick candle. I'm not sure if I want to be part of this one anymore at the current kind of action. SNCA is getting a little bit top heavy here, so I'm going to be a little bit careful with this one. Maybe we'll see a bigger support around 121 or so. Wow, a lot of quick trading could have been happening with SNCA. New 5-minute here any second. Boom, there it goes. Wow, SNCA, huge sell-off there. Much stronger than I was expecting. Whack, that was a pretty nasty sell-off. You know, we've actually seen this one before. If you see a ticker that's flushed in the past, you know, big chances that it will do it again. 16%, roughly 15. This is only 11%. That was nasty, nasty, nasty. Buyers at 115 kind of compiling a little bit here. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be watching this part in the playback. I don't know when the stream is going to cut off. We've been having a lot of streaming issues lately, and so if you're still here, welcome. And if it's not, then well, it is what it is. But if you guys are still here, then before we review the swing trades today, I'm going to be doing that in a separate video. I'm going to be uploading it, so stay tuned for that. And then we'll be ending the swing or day trading pretty much as soon as I see the opportunities dry out, probably somewhere past 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually we'll be wrapping up at like 10:30, but yeah, probably this time we'll be wrapping up a little bit earlier. NXTD, quite a volatile little ticker here as well. Big moves on this to the downside. I wonder if NXTD is going to be the next one with a SNCA similar kind of drop. Still falling. Trying here for size at 19. Got small fill, only about a 2,000 position size. Definitely going to be wanting to manage our risk here a little bit with the ticker falling off like this. I'm going to close out this trade. Very quick move there on NXTD. You can see we've been trading quite the assortment of tickers today. I'm still down quite a bit. Man, I've been digging myself out of the hole today. I was down 330. I mean, yesterday we ended the day with $900 profits. Today, it just wasn't my day. You know, we were dealing with so many issues again. And then, you know, pre-market just wasn't really, you know, their classic kind of pre-market that I'm usually looking for. So I'm happy to kind of, you know, get back a little bit of losses so far. RAD, man, smooth sailor, just cruising on up. This is a ticker I was pretty excited about, but man, oh man, like I don't know if I was expecting such a phenomenal continuation here on this ticker. So really nice to see this kind of activity on this one. They're up on quarterly results. You can see huge resistance here at around 23. And put alert here if it dips a little bit lower. It could be a good little accumulation before we have a potential rest of a rally. VVOS. RAD's doing that dip we were just talking about. Let's see how it holds this area. See if we can get a little bit of a fill here. Long at 85, 285. On RAD on the 5-minute. This is actually one of their first major pullbacks. We have some pretty decent support right below. It's a big reason I went long this ticker. I'm not sure if we're going to break past 225 yet or at all. Those are all decent price points to be looking forward to. So I'm long RAD right now, still selling off a little bit. You can see a little bit of a bottom coming in here though. I really want to see this thing get back above the 9 EMA. I don't really like the fact that this could be on the backside of the move. That's making me a little bit nervous here. I wanted to sell over 22. Boom, we just got it. I was able to join the ass. Fairly quick trade, but it was a nice one. RAD, that was actually now our biggest winner here. We're actually up dollars on the day. I honestly might just wrap it up there. I'm like, today was such a hectic day that I feel like anything green is even remotely nice. We're just getting so many movers today. RAD might find some pretty decent support at VWAP. I don't really want to buy this ticker early. I don't know. I was thinking we might, reach 23. That was kind of my, long-term view on it. Short-term, I felt like we were going to get a nice little break at the 9 EMA, but I was scared that we were on the backside of this move, and that's why I actually ended up closing it. SCPS still being called out. I know this has been a hot one. A lot of people have been stoked about. It's kind of just keeps on getting halted and going up. Yeah, to think that I actually I bought here and closed here for a pretty big loss. Wow, if I just held, I'd be up 100%. Is still selling off. Looks like RAD may have put in a little bit of a bottom here. This one actually might start curling back up. I'm gonna watch RAD a little bit longer before we throw in the towel. Kind of looks like RAD is popping back up here, starting to look interesting again. I'll put a limit order here just in case it spikes down. Not totally sure if it will, but I do think that it does have that potential to really go back above 22 and maybe hold that area. VVOS being called out. Yeah, this one actually has some pretty nice follow through. It's a bit flushy VVOS though. Wow, we almost had a really nice trade on RAD just now. It was a quick one. Very quick ticker. I got a sell order right now at 92. Could see a break here. Let's see if it runs past 92. That's the goal. Let's go back above 22. That would be ideal. Not really seeing that action though. See if we can get back above 22 now. Selling there at 88. Yeah, guess what? Look, it looks like it went. Now it's gonna get maybe ready for it, but I gave it 2 tries. I don't like giving tickers more than 2 tries. Yeah, You know, RAD, since it is more of a large cap, you know, I was too hectic with that one. I should have let it ride out, but whatever. Walked away with a little bit more profit. I mean, yeah, obviously it could have been much nicer, but yeah, it is what it is. VVOS. Still kind of busy watching that one. VVOS, huge breakout here. Might be getting halted. Yep, halted. It's really hard to say what RAD is up to. WNW is a very ferocious ticker right now. Now halted. I see a lot of people in the chat room talking about this one. All right, let's go ahead and watch this VVOS open. It's going to open up in 5 minutes since the close, 16:02. So that's 10:07 and 44 seconds. Just enough for a bathroom break. I'll be right back.